How are we doing? Welcome back to another live show of PD's Football Live Show. Plenty to talk about. Definitely, particularly our first win of the season, the games across the weekend, and the games that were on today as well, and lots of more stuff in terms of football news as well. So let's looking forward to it. We've got my first comment in through Truls. Evening, Peter. Evening, Truls. I hope you're well. If you do enjoy the show, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. And of course, if you would like to donate as well, there is Super Chat available as well. Hit the $sign and it will take you through on what you need to do next. Okay, so here we are. We've got my first guest, and Alex is already here. I think his connection's a bit better because I was speaking to him in the background, so we'll bring him in already.
Okay, here I am again.
Yeah.
Here I am again. Anyway, do you think Leicester can stay up? Newcastle, my bad. Beg your pardon, Newcastle, I meant.
Well, I hope we can. What I will say is that result was massive for us yesterday. It really was. I mean, we went for it, we performed, and as soon as we went 1-0 up, we went trying to go for that second goal, even though we didn't. I thought Burnley were just...
They didn't show that. They didn't tell it. The game wasn't televised in Italy, so I can't judge how the game was. So was they televised like the 4 o'clock games in the Premier League? They usually televise 1 or 2 of them, and it's usually the big ones that they televise. They don't usually, unless Newcastle play, I don't know, a lunchtime game, a 6 o'clock game, or a Monday night game, then it will be televised. Otherwise, no.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the problem with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Burnley, on the other hand, were very good. I mean, started all right, but soon as Corney went off injured, they really struggled. They brung Vida on, who had a chance and skied it over the Gallagher end.
Then I want to get something off my chest. The draw against Norwich, right? Do you think the draw came... You didn't win because of being down to 10 men for almost the whole game because of Clark? Because, I don't know, Clark lost a terrible ball, but it felt like Pookie kind of dived when, I don't know...
Oh, I wouldn't say it was a dive. I think Clark knew what he did there. But yeah, let's talk. We're going to talk about that as well, which I didn't mention. But
yeah, because Clark clearly gave the ball away. He clearly gave the ball right out.
He makes an absolute dog's dinner of his clearance. It goes straight to Pookie. He manages to outdo him, and then Clark just brings him to the floor, and it's a straight red card.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. It looked as if Pookie just kind of let himself go. Like Clark gave him a little tap and Pookie kind of looked, that's what it looked like to me. But whether Pookie dived or not, Clark is still an idiot for giving the ball away. That's
the thing. I mean, rather than just hold his hand up, let Pookie go on, and if he scores, he scores. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Then Clark can come out and hold his hands and say, right, I better not do what I did there, but just to push the man or pull the man down. He knew what he did, off, and no complaints.
Yeah. Then also, I also heard anyway. What about Norwich? I don't know. Norwich, every time they come to the Premier League, they always seem to be struggling. Although they had a good run lately.
They did pick up a couple of good results there. But they did lose 3-0 today. But before
it's Tottenham.
They got a couple of decent results, I suppose. But I think that's Norwich.
Speaking of Tottenham. What do you think of Tottenham, who could be on the brink of getting knocked down in the Conference League group stages?
Well, seriously, they're not doing well in Europe, are they?
Yeah, if they get knocked out, I mean, I really can't wait to see, no disrespect to him, really can't wait to see Expression's reaction. When he's real cool. He's absolutely hilarious, Expressions, especially when Tottenham lose. Nothing, like I said, nothing against him. I've got nothing against him. He's just really funny to watch. Same thing for, I don't know, I've even been watching Flying Pig United. Don't know if you know him. I've been watching him since I was 13. I've been watching him for years now.
Yeah. I'm just going to rattle some more comments off quickly. Truls, I hope you are too. Yep, I'm not too bad, Truls. Hope you are as well. White Trout says, evening, Pete, hope you well. Solid performance to build on. Have we turned the corner? Let's hope we have. That's a chance to now build on that win from yesterday. Take it at Leicester, who I think we can get a result down there, because I watched them the day against Villa, and again, they were shocking at the back again.
Yeah. Even Schmeichel. I mean, Schmeichel was lucky that goal got disallowed, but still.
He makes the save, but then he parries it straight out to him. Who just and then he manages to get another hand onto it.
And then we need to talk about Stevie G as well. Stevie G.
He's done well since started. But go back to that disallowed goal. He puts his hand on it, Schmeichel. But then he hasn't got full control of the ball. But I think what they've said in the rules of the game, if the goalkeeper has got a glove on the hand, he's in control of the game. I think that's a really peculiar rule.
I do not understand any of these rules. I'm absolutely clueless with these rules. But anyway, like I was saying, Stevie G, it's enough for me to say that he's got 9 points out of 12 in his first 4 games. That enough said.
Yep. Luca, where are you? Are you there? I could see in the background, but I don't know where he's went. Hopefully he'll come back on again soon. But Luca, Arsenal fan. Yeah, hopefully he'll be in against. What I'll do is I'll just read for some more comments, and then hopefully he'll appear up. Liam says it was a typical Burnley performance. It certainly was. It was a clear red. He's on about Clark. Miggy and Joe had good games. Miggy and Joe
Speaking of Burnley, what do you think about Burnley? Can they stay up this season? Because Burnley are usually known for starting quite bad in the season, but then they managed to pull out an escape. I mean, Sean Dyche has always been able to pull out the rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Burnley, I think when they signed Corney, he was getting the goals for them. No doubt about that.
I think Sean Dyche will be whenever Sean Dyche leaves. I'm not saying he's getting sacked this season. Whether he gets sacked or not, I think he'll be. I think he's probably one of Burnley's best managers of all time. I would say. Yeah. I mean, he got into Europa League. No.
Yeah. Well, Liam's here. Good evening, Liam. Are you still buzzing off yesterday?
I'm so happy.
Oh, I can imagine you. Well, Shame we didn't catch up. Well, we'll be able. Hopefully, next time you all will try and catch up at some point. That would be really, really good.
Get my ear. I can't hear anything.
But I'm just gonna go on about that one. Miggy and Joe had good games. They certainly did. I think Joe Linton under Eddie Howe has looked a hell of a lot better, and I think Liam would see the same as well about Joe Linton.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, no problem.
As for Joe Linton, he's a different player under Eddie Howe.
Yeah, he is. And another player as well is Shelby.
When Eddie Howe first came up, I thought, John Joe Shelby, he's screwed here because of what he'd been like under Steve Bruce.
I mean, what did he make of Miggy as well? Yeah, yesterday, Liam. Do you think he performed well? I think he did.
Yeah, he did all right. But is he capable of doing well in this league? Because don't forget, this league is not like leagues abroad.
Yeah, I mean, he has looked disappointing recently, particularly under Steve Bruce. But again, this is a new manager, new coaching staff. They want to try and get the best out of everyone now as well, which is really good. So
until January.
Yeah. So is Luke going to come back in? He was there. I think he's there now. Luca.
Yes, big up, man. Big up, man.
I mean, I was going to say this too. As you mentioned, Leicester, this got me thinking a bit. Remember when we was in Europe and it just killed us completely?
Yeah.
That's what I think was happened to Leicester.
Yeah.
Is it just me that thinks that?
Well, it could happen.
Yeah, what team do you support?
Newcastle.
Arsenal. Leaves in Newcastle.
You as well?
Lucas an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, go and have a look at my channel.
Liam, I was talking to Liam.
Look at how are you feeling in your game against Everton tomorrow? Are you confident of winning down at Everton?
Not confident, really. Not confident.
Oh, really? Wow.
No. And this is the thing. This is the thing, right? And this is what people need to understand, right? People think that, it's a free hit, mate. We're going to smash Everton and all that stuff. No, people got to remember our record at Goodison Park. We haven't won at Goodison Park since 2017, so the 18th season. Wow. So technically, people can say, Everton are crap and all that stuff. But it's Arsenal, of all people. I want to be positive, but I'm not confident with this team at the moment. If you go back and watch my...
To be honest, right?
Go on.
Yeah, for me, I mean, Arsenal are known for waking the dead. If you know what I mean. Like, every time they say Chelsea. I don't know if you know Eunice talks football. He usually calls Chelsea Charity FC. You could usually say the same thing about Arsenal.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, now they can be sort of charity FC as well. I mean, so I don't know. I've got a weird feeling Everton. I'm not trying to be negative for you, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, usually Arsenal make these teams in crisis, struggling, make them look good again and then that team goes back to crap again.
To be honest, right, I absolutely agree with you, mate.
They stop.
I'm not trying to
cause any.
Because at the end of the day, right, I'm not confident going into this game because
that's what I'm just saying.
Say, oh yeah, Everton are rubbish and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is Arsenal. You got to remember because it took Newcastle ages to win their game. Big up, man. It took Newcastle ages to win their game, but Newcastle actually got a win against Burnley. So
that's the thing that worries me. Is that the fans are going to take the win for granted.
Yeah,
well, we'll enjoy it though. To be big Sharky, good evening.
Even mate, how's it going?
You're buzzing off that win yesterday still.
Yeah, I'm still buzzing after that. Hopefully, our season starts now.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, did anyone catch any of the games today live?
Yes, I on the coach. I couldn't get a chance.
Yeah, I mean,
game.
I missed that one. It was just Villa and Leicester I caught. I mean,
Villa that was the only one I caught as well. I thought Leicester were poor today, actually, if I'm honest. They've been poor the last few weeks.
I mean, do you look at their defending for the goals? It's terrible.
It's just I don't know. I think they've had a lot of injuries as well. Like obviously the Europa League's catching up on them as well.
I said that earlier.
Did you think that Villa goal that was disallowed should have counted?
I think it should have stood.
It should have. I mean, that stupid rule says if the keeper's got one hand on the ball, one glove on the ball, he's in control of it.
It's just daft, really, because at the end of the day, I thought Michael made a mistake, really. If anything, he should have judged it better.
Exactly. White Trout says, I'm missing Joe Linton on tonight's stream. He usually drops in. Well, he could drop in, but we all know it's not the real Joe Linton. But
wait. That Joe Linton guy, right? Yeah. Does he come in your videos as well? This Joe Linton, the one that usually writes the comments.
He only drops in.
I don't know.
He only drops in on the live chat, really. So that's the thing. So really, good evening, lads. Great way to what an atmosphere yesterday after the game. I mean, yes, that atmosphere was cracking once again. Eddie Howe going around with the players, applauding the fans after that win yesterday as well. So, Alex, how's it going with Juventus now? Are they still winning?
It's always 1-0. It's always 1-0.
When your side plays Leicester on Thursday, Napoli.
Yeah, Thursday. We have to win. We have to win because I mean we have to get top of the Europa League group. Actually, everyone is trying to get top of the Europa League group because, like I said earlier, I mean it's what 7. They're at 7-6, 5-4 points, or is it 8-7-6-5? But that's the situation. Spartak, Legia, Napoli, Leicester. That's the or is it no? Whatever. Actually, no. It's Leicester, Spartak, whatever. That's you get the point, though.
Oh well, how was Napoli doing in their Serie A?
They're second.
Oh, they're third at the moment. They're third at the moment.
Third.
Still doing well. Europa League.
No, third's not. Yeah, no. Third place isn't bad because I mean Napoli have missed out on Champions League for 2 seasons in a row now. We need to get top 4 this season. Some are saying that we've been top of the league most of the season, and some are saying that we must win the league. But we haven't got. But I mean, first of all, it's too early to concentrate on the title. Second of all, we need to. As much as I'd like to win the title, we need to first think of getting top 4. Then we can talk about the title. It's too early for the title.
Leicester are not going to get Champions League football.
No, they'll be mid-table.
Mid-table. No.
If they somehow wake up, the most they can do, if they get lucky, they can get Conference League. If they're lucky, they can get Conference League. If they're lucky.
To be honest, I'd rather scrap the Conference League. The Conference League is rubbish. So
I'd rather the Championship.
No, man. I respect your opinion, but Conference League, okay, it's a mediocre tournament, okay, but it's a trophy. I want to fight for a trophy. I want to win a trophy, no matter whether it's a mediocre trophy. Mate, I still want to put my 100% for a trophy.
I understand where you're coming from, and that's good that you want to win a trophy. But at the end of the day, the Conference League's a bit of a laughable, man. It's
no,
I'll get your point.
Not after what Mura did at Tottenham. Basically, the highest ranked team in the Europa League. By the way, I would say Tottenham are probably the best team in that Conference League. Beat the worst team in Mura.
And they might get knocked out in the group stages.
It's not a last-four competition. Mura have made Tottenham look stupid. Do you know what I mean? So it's basically saying there, well, actually, this competition is still there for anyone to win. Do you know what I mean? You might be the best side of it.
Say if Newcastle in the Conference League.
Roma.
Newcastle.
I want Roma to win it. I hope
Absolutely.
Roma
I want to see. I absolutely want to be in the Conference League. 100%.
I don't. I don't want to be in it. It's embarrassing.
No, I want Newcastle to be in the Conference League. I want to see Newcastle in Europe. Absolutely.
I want to see us in Europe. I want to see us in Europe in a major European competition.
Considering you've been in Europe before. You've been in Europa League, 9 years ago? In Europa League?
You can't beat European nights. Like, you're playing all these different sides. Like, it doesn't matter how small they are. Like, at the end of the day, like, we would love to see, like, Thursday night football back.
But look at West Ham, though. If they can get into Europe, why can't we get into the Europa League?
Yeah, exactly.
And West Ham, but not
it doesn't bother me, really. Like, as long as Newcastle in Europe, it doesn't bother me. How we get in it. Do you know what I mean? If it's conference, if it's Europa, Champions League, I'm all for them.
Yeah,
the thing is, Newcastle getting their first win yesterday, right? Now you've got all this money in the transfer market.
Yeah.
About you lot staying up because you can't get.
I still think we'll go down.
You won't go down. You won't go down.
I don't think we'll either. I think
look who we've got to play. Look who got in December. We've got to play the two Manchester clubs. We've still got to play Liverpool.
I don't know. I think we're going to have a really good second half of the season. I really do. Under Eddie Howe, I've got that confidence. To be honest with you, right, you've got to remember, Steve Bruce had 8 of those. Actually put Graham Jones in there as well. Like, he had a lot of that first half of the season. But you've got to remember, we've got January, and then some of the sides that were lost to in the second half of the season, we'll probably put right.
Yeah, I think we'll possibly.
That reminds me.
That reminds me. The one.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Conference League, who do you think will win the Conference League this season? Did you say do you think Tottenham will win the Conference League? Tottenham, Roma, or is there going to be another surprise team? Like, I don't know, Roma. AZ, Rennes, who will win it?
Roma.
Wow.
But as for the Europa League, I'm saying West Ham will win it.
That's not a bad shot. I think they could do it. I really think they could do it. Go back to
however, let's point out the fact that Barcelona might be in there. Barcelona might join it in February.
West Ham will beat Barcelona. I'm saying that right now.
Oh, wow, yes.
Good. Wow. Okay, that is... I've got to see this.
That could well happen.
Barcelona not the side anymore, by the way. I think West Ham could be.
I mean, they're riddled with loads of debt in that club, aren't they, still?
They haven't got a good set. Their side's not good.
Do you think Barcelona are officially dead?
Yeah, they're dead.
No, I wouldn't say they're dead. But I just think they're just going to have to rely on a lot of youth.
Yeah, I think
they're transition at the moment.
Yeah,
I think what Barcelona need is that obviously COVID's played a part to it, and also the pandemic. I feel Barcelona, they need to sign experienced players. Like, you look at players like Umtiti, they don't use any of those players on the bench. So technically, I feel Barcelona need experienced players. Like, I feel like they need to bring some of them back to have that enough quality. But the thing, it all comes down to financial money. So,
but they won't replace Messi. He's not replaceable.
No. Well, I mean, go back to Newcastle's game yesterday. I mean, if anyone did say I got Callum Wilson's goal. So what I'll do is I'll play that up and let's see. I mean, this was a cracking goal, wasn't it? Let's get it up now.
Ball in. Oh.
I mean, that goal yesterday, I mean...
I was going to say, so that goal, it reminds me of Pukki's goal against us.
Yeah, his goal was probably better, though, because he hit it on the volley. That's not easy to do.
That's true. I mean, Burnley, Nick Paul was asking for a foul, but that's not a foul, is it?
It's never a foul. It's not a pen. No, that's not a foul.
I mean, if you look at it, well, he's actually fell on top of Fabian Schär more.
Sean Dyche admitted it. He said it wasn't a foul. He goes, at the end of the day, he just misjudged the ball, and Callum Wilson has to finish it. Like, for me, I said, smash it, son. Just don't miss it. Like, and he didn't. So I'm sorry, but if we, like I say, if we want to stay up, we've got to beat teams like Burnley in the Premier League at home. No exceptions.
But Burnley, they remember Sunderland so much.
I think Burnley will go. I mean, I said the bottom three this season to go down. I said Watford, Burnley, and Norwich. And I'll stick by what I said.
If you keep fighting relegation, you'll go down at some point. That's why Wigan went down and Sunderland went down.
I think Burnley, Norwich, Watford, they've got some very low budget. So I think they're probably the right realistic three to go down.
Okay, who's going up?
Yeah. Who's coming up from the Championship?
It's getting promoted. I'm going to say...
I really hope QPR go up.
I think they will.
Possibly. I
don't know why.
I said that from the start.
You know, you want to know why? I don't know if you have heard, since you're all from England, I mean, even though I'm from Italy, I don't know if you remember, that kids magazine, Kick magazine. Have you heard, you know about it existing, Kick magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm 20 years old and I still buy it. I mean, I don't know why. I just like it a lot. And basically, I don't know if you remember the one that guy, Ash, who used to be there, he was a huge QPR fan. So I'd be really happy for him if QPR get back in the Premier League.
I'm going to go Bournemouth and Fulham, and then I'll go say the playoffs Blackburn.
No, I'm saying
Blackburn. I love Blackburn, man. For me,
they replace Burnley. The two rivals will replace each other.
How do you think?
I was talking to a Blackburn fan actually, and the Blackburn fan I was talking to reckons Blackburn would just finish mid-table.
Blackburn used to be a very regular Premier League side when I was younger.
Certainly did.
Yeah, won the league as well.
How do you think Burnley are gonna do without Corney? Because I think he'll be facing a bit of time out.
They're going to struggle this season.
What do you make of Chris Wood's performance yesterday for Burnley? I didn't think
quiet,
it was that good.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
I tell you, man. I thought he had a big chance in the first half when the ball came across to him. His touch let him down. See when he blazed it over the crossbar. If he got a better touch on that ball, I think he smashes that in. Probably 1-1 for half time.
True, but
sorry, it's 1-0 for Burnley for half time, and it's probably a different game. But I think we had the better of the game though. Like the result for me, it's a deserved 3 points. I know people look at that and think, 1-0, you shithoused the performance. We didn't really. We just missed big chances over half the whole season.
I predicted 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, we just had to look for that second goal. We didn't get it, but we really tried to look for it to set the second goal.
It's not that, like, we're not in games. We haven't been that bad. Like, we know where the back of the net is. Where problems being with defence. It was the same, like in parts, like yesterday. Like, we're vulnerable at the back. But as I said, we know how to score goals. Do you know what I mean? It's just, if we can tighten up that defence in the January, then I think we'll be all right. As I said, I think we'll have a better second half of the season, especially with Eddie Howe. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's got them well drilled.
Joe Linton, what a player! He's
just what he's done is he's just given an arm around the shoulder. He's come in, Eddie Howe. He's given an arm around the shoulder. He said, "Right, we know you're a good player. We know what you're about. We're going to play you in your favourite position, and we just want to see you be a bit more positive on the ball. Like we don't just want to see you."
He doesn't score goals, but his work rate's been faultless.
It's not like, do you know when the fans used to say, "Oh, it's great how he holds the ball up," and what used to frustrate us was he used to do it outside the box, get inside the box, and make something happen. Try and cause a problem, and that's what he's been doing. Yeah, he might not be scoring goals as of late, but he's doing what he should have been doing when he was signed. But that's all just down to Bruce.
When we got Joe into, I said from the start he is not a striker. I said that from the very start.
I don't think he is. More like a winger. He just cuts in.
Yeah, I mean, so what are your? I mean, we'll go back to Luca. What do you think your score prediction will be against Everton tomorrow night?
To be honest, right. I'm not confident going into this game because technically the game what I saw the other night against Manchester United, I was very disappointed how we played well in the first half, and then what annoyed me about that game was that we sat too deep in that game. Manchester United allowed them, and it was very difficult. The second half they were just better than us, and we never win at Old Trafford. We've only won once there in 15 years. But going into the Everton game, I'm not confident, man. I think we're going to lose that game, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I really
Everton
think
Everton are
really
going
to get their first win like Newcastle. Everton are going to get their first win. Everton have not won a game since September. Rafa Benitez is under pressure. I think look, I won't be surprised if we lose. A lot of people said to me today, Luca, come on, man, get behind your team. You really think we're going to lose to Everton? That it's not Manchester United? But no, I think we'll lose tomorrow. I genuinely think we will. I just feel the confidence from the other night. Yes, we played very well. But I've really got a horrible feeling that Everton are going to beat us tomorrow. We have to win this game tomorrow.
Luca.
Yeah, go on.
Are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Out.
Yeah, you think you've been out for quite some time, haven't you?
Didn't have any doubts on that, to be honest.
Go back and watch my stream the other day and technically Man United one and just have a look what I said about Arteta. But technically, I'm Mikel Arteta out. And
I don't rate him as a manager.
Huh?
I don't rate Arteta as a manager. I don't rate him.
No, I never wanted a manager in the first place. I said it on my old channel as well when I used to have it.
I think you get Arteta with a PR stunt.
Be like Lee Gunner, basically. Be like Lee Gunner.
Yeah, man.
He likes to call him the.
Do you know what we realised about Lee Gunner?
But score prediction.
Oh, yeah, that is hilarious. I love it when he calls him Tapas Pulis. It's absolutely hilarious when he calls him. Prediction. But he wanted him out. You already didn't want him. You already didn't want him since day one when he arrived. You already wanted him gone when he arrived. So he's never really liked him.
Alex, the reason why I want Arteta out is because.
Oh, I think he's frozen.
Nothing. It was Pep Guardiola's assistant. He didn't do anything. Arteta's not good enough, and Arsenal.
The job's too big for him. The job's too big for him. So in the end, you should blame the board. It's the board's fault more than Arteta's fault. Arteta.
Well,
I don't like Americanos anyway.
The problem with our fan base, right? Some people think that Mikel Arteta thinks he's the right man for the job. I don't think he's not the right man for the job.
I agree.
No one ever said he was the right man. Who said he was the right man? I don't remember anyone.
Throw that lead against Manchester United. The Arsenal have failed to beat a big top six away from home. We've lost 5 games this season, right? We've lost to Brentford, we've lost to Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Manchester United. Yeah, to go to a top 6 away from home, played well in the first half. We sat too deep. Arteta got the wrong substitutions. Right at 2-2. Right, Aubameyang misses a 1-on-1 chance with De Gea, and De Gea comes out and saves it.
He's looked so underperforming Aubameyang this season, I mean,
Luca. What do you think of Aubameyang?
I think he's poor, in my opinion. I don't like.
Poor. I mean,
I think Newcastle.
You go back
I
mean,
no, I don't want him.
You mean like you go back to the game against us and that sitter he misses?
Yeah, no, the game when we did our preview. I was talking about Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang that missed what he did against Newcastle when Gibraltar done very well. That mate,
Ryan,
I've backed Aubameyang, right, but now I'm starting to get to a point where I think we should get rid of him because I gave him that chance.
Get rid of him. That's harsh. That's actually a bit harsh.
Now we've been linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, mate.
Hello.
I take Calvert-Lewin in a heartbeat, but my only issue is. It's injuries which kind of affects him. That's my only worry with Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
But I think Calvert-Lewin's good. Is he worth 60 million plus? No. But technically, Calvert-Lewin, I think he's a great striker. We need someone in the air.
Well. Yeah.
We need someone in the air, man. We haven't had anyone in the air that's going to cause problems like a Giroud. We need someone like a Calvert-Lewin. That is what we need. Someone young, fresh, upcoming. If we can get him in January, that'd be great. Offload Aubameyang, that'd be brilliant. So
that's how we've done well with Carlos, to be fair. We've done well to get him from Bournemouth because a lot of clubs have been sniffing around him.
Yeah. Ryan, good evening. Hope you're well.
Hi, how are you guys?
How are you doing, Ryan? Are you buzzing after yesterday's win still?
Finally, we won.
Yes.
My thing is that, like, from the start of the season, I thought we would not get relegated. But as of lately, like, I thought if we were still in relegation by Christmas or by the end of the year, I thought we'd go down. I still think so, but it's looking a whole lot more positive after that one win because we have momentum now.
Well, we'll see. Leicester, I think we could probably grab something out of that. I'm down there.
Can I just say something, though? We're at the bottom end of the table. If we've only won one game this season, right, and you've got Watford, who are 17 on 13 points, that tells me how piss poor the Premier League's been this season. If we can still if we're only 3 points off Watford, right, after 15 games, and we've only won one game, and we can still catch them, and then you've got teams on like 15 points. And it's
apparently 6 points off 11th place.
That's what I'm saying. That tells me the Premier League's poor.
It's got weaker.
Yeah.
But when you say that,
it's a poor league because the thing is, how can we only right? The talk is, Newcastle will do something that never ever a club's done after 15 games is stay in the Premier League. Hold on, we're only 6 points off 11th place, and we're only 3 off 17th. And Watford, by the way, are not a good side. And Steve Bruce actually said something for the first time in his ever press conference. Actually made sense. We should have beat Watford twice over, and yes, we could have done. I was there. We completely dominated that game. And Watford are a poor side. Norwich or a poor side, and we should have beat them on Tuesday. We should never have went down to 10 men. Kieran Clark's stupidity, and then you look at Burnley, piss poor side. There's too many piss poor. You know what I mean? It's just
that. When you say the Premier League is piss poor, right?
It is.
The Championship is a better league, and I'm not even taking the piss.
Generally, it's piss poor. Like,
I think for the standards, I agree with Sharky, but you look at the Bundesliga, and the team that's bottom has 1 point as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's piss poor. Like the top 6 is so predictable.
Who's that?
Everyone else is everyone else is just playing better.
Who has one? Did I hear right? A team has 1 point in the Championship. Who is it?
No,
Bundesliga. The Bundesliga. Someone has a point.
That team who lost 7-1 the other day.
They've got like a leaf clover as a badge or something. The bottom. 1 point.
The ones who lost to Leverkusen. Who is it? Greta.
That's why I don't know
whatever the hell they're called, or is that another one?
It makes us laugh when all the pundits they're all saying, "Oh, Newcastle will do something that never other clubs done." Hold on, we're literally 3 points off Watford. Let that sink in. We've won 1 game this season. That just goes to show that it's not even a historical moment. It's like we're all clumped in the bottom end of the table. Anyone can beat anyone.
The thing is, too, Sharky, is that I remember seeing that on Sports Bible. Like, no team has ever survived in the Premier League, like not winning in this all the way going into December. But like, how many points do those teams have? Probably like 1 or 2. And
that's what I'm saying.
We had 7 draws at least.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've drawn 7 games, right? We've lost 7, and then we've won 1 game, but yet we're 3 points off Watford.
This is why I take most things with a grain of salt nowadays, because I feel like too many fans, not just our fan base, but everywhere, like they get sucked into everything.
By the way, I'll be honest, I was negative after Tuesday, and I think I had a right to be after Norwich, because I think it was just down to the stupidity and the fact Norwich had all that possession, but then they showed on Saturday that they can still fight.
But I was going to say, Chuck, you mentioned possession. It just shows possession don't win you games.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. But Burnley had pretty much all of the possession, but it's what you do with the possession that counts. And whatever possession we did have, we made a count with Callum Wilson's goal. Like, I mean, yes, second half we dominated, but the thing is, just as well we scored when we did.
Nick Pope kept him in the game.
He did. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how poor the league is. Like they're talking about this historical moment, but there is no historical moment because we're only 3 points off Watford. And Watford for me are a poor side.
Yeah, I'm just going to rattle through some comments because they're really coming in again. Taggy, hopefully we have a better December than anticipated. Good January transfer window, allowing the possibility of a good cup run. That would be a bad shout. We've got some horrible fixtures. Got some horrible fixtures coming up this time.
FA Cup draw, man, tomorrow. Could we meet Newcastle?
Yes.
I think for me, the Liverpool game's a free hit, 100%. I think the 2 Manchester games at home could be pretty big, especially at home advantage.
Got a point at Anfield last season, so you never
know.
know.
Yeah, but there's no crowd. Also, there's no crowd. Like I don't stand.
I think the reason
when really did you get a point at Anfield?
Yeah, but there was no fans in the stadium, though.
Yeah, Joe Willock scored. You were saying, Ryan?
I remember you drew 0-0 against Liverpool.
We don't stand a chance with fans there. Like, that's a free hit for me. All the other games this month, I feel like we could potentially get something like...
No, we'll get back to Man City.
Under Eddie Howe, I believe we can get a point in any game that we play. Like, he just gives us that confidence. Like, even
Man
before
City.
that, anyone. Like, it's just it's his. When you listen to him in a press conference, if you listen to how he sets up the team and how he analyzes everything, he's got a team behind him that knows what they're doing. Yes, we can't do anything until January, but we've got a manager who clearly knows what he's doing, and he's starting to get the best out. Even the likes of Joe Linton, the likes of Matt Ritchie, the likes of Shelby. Do you know what I mean? They're all stepping up their game. The
See,
thing is, right?
if the players can turn up like they did a few years ago, where we won 2-1 against Man City, anything's possible. That was a historic win. Ronaldo and Richie scoring.
Yeah, but every time when Newcastle play Arsenal always slap Newcastle.
We've got a shit record against you.
That's annoying.
We've got a terrible record against you. That's the thing.
And we've got a terrible record at Southampton.
Yeah, terrible down at the Emirates. Yeah, Leaves just mentioned our record at St Mary's is not good as well.
I'm going to St Mary's as well.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. I don't think I'll be able to make that one, I must say, because of work early next day.
And it's too far for you.
It's right down the south coast. Pete, well, Barcelona must sell their players. They can't afford to pay likely bonuses for players. Yep. Taggy, there are so many seasons Sean Dyche barely can't get away with survival from season to season. This season, they are going down.
Big possibility the way they've been playing.
But do you feel... Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, once Burnley gets relegated, we will not see him back in the Premier League for a long, long time.
I wouldn't know about that.
But don't you feel Burnley not going to do a Sheffield United?
If Sean Dyche goes, Burnley collapse.
I think he stays though. I think he's got a 5-year deal. I think he's very loyal to that club.
Yeah, he's got a contract where
it's only if the owners want to pull the trigger on him and get rid of him.
Yeah.
But why would you want to waste all that money though? Like, why would you want to pay him off for 4 years? He's literally just signed a 5-year deal, so he's there for the long haul. Whatever happens.
Where if they get relegated, he's got to bring them back up. So his contract is.
Exactly.
Right.
See, the thing is, I feel like Burnley fans could go with, we'll just fight for relegation because that's their level at their club. Like, no disrespect. Like they overachieved that one season where they got Europa League, and like there's only so much they can do, and like I feel like their fans just feel like they're in for the ride and they're enjoying that.
Fans, I thought their support was dreadful on Saturday.
Yeah.
To be fair though, like they're a bit like Bournemouth on, they're just making the most of what they've got.
Yeah. The Pizza Sharky is talking about that SPVG Gruther Firth.
Never heard of them.
That's me talking about them. I know. That club.
They have Jethro Willems in defence.
Really?
I wouldn't get him back. He's finished as well. He's injury prone. All the injured players are going to that club by the looks of it.
You know, since I've supported this club for like 5-6 years, I haven't seen one good, consistent fullback.
Oh, don't worry about that though, Ryan. We'll be getting them in January.
I believe in the Eddie Howe masterclass from game to game.
But Newcastle would not finish at Arsenal this season, so maybe next season.
Oh, you know what? It's not about finishing above all the best side. That'll come down the line. But the thing is, it's all about just building a platform, and I think that's what you're trying to do. You got to give the guy time. You know what I mean?
I'll take 17th right now.
The thing is, I'm going into games, whatever happens, optimistic. Like, I've never had that in the season. Like, ever since I support the club under Mike Ashley's regime, I mean, I've had it previously where I've got the games of, I'm positive. Under Mike Ashley, it was never that. It was always on the edge. But now I'm like, the lads are playing for the manager, and that's good. Yeah, okay. Some of them will leave at the end of the season, and that's going to happen. Things are going to change. But, you know, there's optimism against Norwich. They're still battled well defensively. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, against Burnley, they had a bit of belief about them. Like, Arsenal were winning for the first half. We weren't that bad, if I'm honest.
No.
We didn't play that bad.
You see, you mentioned the Norwich game, Sharky. If that was on the Steve Bruce, we lose that game.
We lose both. If anything, we'll probably get 2 draws.
To be honest, that game, what Sharky just mentioned about Newcastle and Arsenal, that first half, Newcastle should have been 1-0 up. Like, it was very frustrating.
Ramsdale bailed you guys out again.
Shelby was a bit unlucky. He's starting to step up his game a bit. You know, the ones who I've criticised, they're starting to step up. Like Joe Linton, for example. Yeah, I'd like to see him like score more goals, but that'll come in time. Obviously, Eddie Howe, rates him.
I think this whole talk between Joe Linton and Midfield is stupid for me.
Did I hear well? Did you say something like? How did he call the goal scumbob? I didn't hear wrong.
I don't know.
Well, what happened?
Oh no, I probably misheard. I misheard something.
I hope someone does come in the stream tonight because we have a clip to show as well, which is quite hilarious.
Go on.
You know what I'm on about.
Oh,
is
yes.
Is it a StreamYard's clip?
Yes, it is. I don't know who it is. I'm not. It's Mr. Archer.
Yes.
He's literally, he thinks he's the Incredible Hulk, basically.
If anyone didn't see the fan reaction yesterday, there was a funny moment on there with Archer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, Ryan, if he comes on, we'll play the clip, or we'll give him time to come on first, and then we'll play the clip. They're gonna have a bit of a laugh.
Wakey, get yourself on that stream. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Where are you?
No, but honestly, I am positive. I know, like I say, it's only Burnley. I'm not getting too carried away, but you got to look at the performance. The players are fighting for him, and when you look at that picture yesterday, like, yeah, fair enough. What some fans say, he's going down this, that, and the other. But you know what it is? The players are together, and that's what I like to see.
The thing is, it's not about the win too. It's just the performances have stepped up so much just because Eddie Howe's come in, and there's actual style of play around it.
They want to win from him. You know what I mean? They want to play for the fans. You know what I mean? Like, I looked at that picture yesterday, and that taught me a lot.
See, you mentioned his own play, but you can only beat what's in front of you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the home games are going to be so important. And you go into a home game now, I think a lot of sides will start fearing.
Well, even Man United.
Oh, I'm so excited for Man United.
Yeah, I think every game we'll go into, we've got a chance.
Every game. Man United. What do you make of? How do you think that Ralph is going to do at the club?
I said this, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's either going to be the new, Jurgen Klopp, or he's going to be a Ralph Wiggum lookalike.
It's going to be the Ralph Hasenhüttl of like good taking Man United. Ralph
Hasenhüttl. I mean, the 1-0, but it was. I mean, the one that did was only 1-0, and it was Fred who scored.
Well, it's a platform, though, isn't it? Even Fred scoring goals. Fred.
Because that guy is.
I didn't see the game.
Bloody terrible.
Overall, United deserve to win.
I didn't see the game, but I heard things about this Gurgen press that he's implemented.
What do you think? What do you lot think of Ronaldo?
He's still one of the best.
He's just getting older, isn't he?
He's just getting on now.
Do you think Ronaldo has been doing as United fans expected him to this season?
I would say so. I don't think they're going to expect to play like a full 90 minutes.
He's been doing his job. He's been doing good, though. He's been doing good.
He single-handedly put Man United through the Champions League.
Yeah, you can't always expect
big goals, or like, the ones that actually matter.
You can't just rely on him.
Yeah.
The only reason Man United
against Atalanta. In the two games against Atalanta, especially.
I said Man United signed Ronaldo for shirt sales. That's the only reason why.
Did you see the games against Atalanta? The first game, 2-0 down.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
I don't know if you saw the two Champions League games they played against Atalanta.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm excited.
Highlights of them.
That's why I'm excited for Man United, because it'll be us taking on Man United, but also like one of the greatest players is coming to St. James's.
But Jeff Hendrick steals the limelight in the 90th minute.
Oh God!
He scores the winning goal.
I really thought he was going to come on yesterday because against his former club, but he didn't.
No, that would be the last. Ronaldo comes on with like the last half an hour to go. That's wherever he plays, and then Jeff Hendrick scores the winner.
Oh, I have to go now.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, Alex, man, take care, mate.
See you.
No problem, Alex.
I'll see you again next time.
Hopefully, catch you next time. Catch you there, Alex. Take care, mate. See you.
Okay.
Honestly, that'll be written off. Jeff Hendrick scores a late winning goal.
He'll be going. I think he'll be going January.
Scores the winner.
Oh, Hendrick will be gone. Hendrick's going to be a few gone in the January that will have to make way.
To a championship club. He'll go to a championship club. That's where he'll go.
Do you know what it is? And it sounds mad. Jeff Hendrick isn't actually a bad player. He's just not good enough for our side. He's not good enough for the Premier League.
No,
he's not an awful player.
He's literally Burnley's level.
He'll go to a team at West Brom. Someone at West Brom will take him.
Do you know what? He probably would go back to Burnley, and he'd probably walk straight back into Burnley's side.
Probably.
No, he would. He generally would. He could probably go to Watford. He'd probably get games.
He's only here because he's a free agent, and we're still in a crisis at the time.
Mike Ashley's ownership wasn't it just pay for his little wages. He's 30 grand a week or a reason.
Oh God.
Steve Bruce. Do you know what? That just sums Steve Bruce up though. Oh well, we've got Jeff Hendrick. What a great signing this guy is.
We signed him on a 4-year contract too.
And we'll give him stupid contract. That's one thing as well we need to cut out of this club is giving players long contracts. I've always been a big admirer like 2-3-year deals.
I think it's only Joe Linton and St. Maximum. They're like on 5-6 years now.
In January transfer window.
Lingard has been one of the big ones.
Lingard's one of them. Trippier's another one.
Trippier. He's been interested in the club. Take Trippier,
I'd take Trippier. He's a good short term.
With
You know what? If we can guarantee him first team, well, which we will anyway. If we can get him first team football and he wants to come up, then that's the thing at the minute. The position that we'll find ourselves in, that's going to be difficult to pull like big players.
About players like Tarkowski, though.
Tarkowski and Cody, I would take, but I think Tarkowski seems like the more realistic signing.
See, I'm the one that's kind of against Cody. I feel like he only works well in the 5 at the back.
He does actually.
Do you know what it is, though? I would take Tarkowski. He seemed like he wanted to. Well, I would say he's interested in moving, but by his talk in his interview yesterday, seems like he doesn't want to stay at Burnley, which I totally get.
We still need a striker.
Yes.
That's where we get a big name and have him as a backup.
If we get a big name, it'll be someone like Coutinho.
I don't know if I'd want to take anyone from Barca. Maybe like the possible ones like Pedri or Dion.
I think Matty Longstaff will go like. He doesn't. Eddie Howe just doesn't seem to like be in his favour of like if you know every time he talks about him, it's like
yeah,
he's not
what
there.
What about Sean Longstaff? Where's he going to go?
He'll go to a championship team. Someone like West Brom will take him.
Yeah, I think same with Gale as well. I think Gale will definitely go in January as well. I think he'll go on.
We need to move a lot.
I think Gale goes to a team like Middlesbrough.
I think Gale will go in the January. To be honest, be a good riddance.
Yeah, I mean he's not playing now, is he?
Decent servant for us.
He's not
got us
playing
out
now,
of the championship.
But he's just not getting any game time.
About the goalkeepers, do you think any of the goalkeepers will go?
Darlow can go at the end of the season if he wants.
Do you think
Newcastle
should get someone like Vlahovic? Because we've been linked with Vlahovic in the January.
I like the Dubravka. I don't think he's done a lot wrong. It's the defensive shit.
Okay.
I don't really know too much about Vlahovic, but like I know he's like one of these like up and coming strikers.
We're linked with Calvert-Lewin. We're linked with Sterling as well.
Sterling, wow.
I think the Dubravka works well for the team though. Like he pulls off some cracking saves. If you think when Norwich had that free kick the other day, that could easily have crept in. He just pulled it out of nowhere. He's good. I like Dubravka. He's very underrated.
I love Dubravka as well. I think another player we should get talk about as well. Jamal Lewis getting an opportunity now.
Oh, absolutely. 15 million quid. Still good money.
Yeah.
See, that's the only credit I'll give Bruce is that he made good signings.
I don't even think that was a Bruce signing. If I'm honest, I think that was a board signing. It's probably a Lee Charney signing. So, like some sort of statement signing. Like what they did with Joe Linton. I
know St. Matt. We all can agree ASM and Joe Linton were because, well, first of all, there was no manager at the time that they got signed. And I don't know about the others. I think Callum Wilson, I feel like, was a Bruce signing for sure.
Talk ASM. I've been disappointed with him lately.
Who?
ASM. I've not been impressed with him lately.
Yeah, he's been poor this season, man.
He was better against Burnley, but
he was
not
a bit
Norwich.
better. The problem I've had with ASM, he holds out the ball far too much. He's one of those people that he holds out the ball far too much, knows when he can pick a pass out, and when he doesn't, he loses possession.
He's comment yesterday when one of the guys goes, "Oh, he's celebrating a win against Burnley. How cringeworthy!" And he goes, "I not as cringe as your photo."
He always has good banter on
Twitter. Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Sunderland fans.
Release the ball sometimes, when there's a pass to be made around the box. Sometimes you're like, just pass the ball, man. Stop.
Another thing I've noticed.
100 touches.
The one thing I know about ASM, he always puts his hand on his head like he's murdered somebody.
Do you know what annoys me about St. Maximin? When he gets the ball, right, and he's in the final third, and then there's a pass to be made, he doesn't make it. And then because he's been tackled, he just starts stropping and like pull his arms around and that. Like,
that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're the fault. Like, look, you're at fault. You got to take ownership.
Yes.
Callum Wilson sometimes could do a better service, though. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, yes, he was at the right place, right time. When the ball was more service, like.
To be fair, ASM almost got an assist yesterday when he chipped it over and like Callum Wilson chested it, but like I think the Burnley player just got just enough of a touch to get it away.
Burnley, yes, they were set up for a 0-0 draw. Then you could tell.
Yeah.
Just leave a draw, and we'll move on.
It was a typical Burnley performance.
No, to be fair, I like Coney. I thought that, to be fair, it could have been a different game if Coney hadn't got that injury. Obviously, I hope he's all right, but it kind of works in our favour, really, that he went off because he was causing a few problems at the start.
He was.
He was getting ahead of the defence.
I think we're going to talk about a player who still looks disappointing, Joe Willock.
I just think it's
another Kennedy situation.
What's going on?
I don't think it's a different manager, different styles, isn't it? Obviously, you done well last season. Maybe it's confidence. I think it's confidence.
Do you think it's another Kennedy situation?
No, not really, because I think he's got more to give. I still think there's a good player in there, like we're seeing last season, that he single-handedly kept us in the Premier League. Well, his goals, we go down. I'll be honest, we do.
I think he's been used a bit differently this season, because I noticed he's playing more as like a left center mid too. But he's not going centrally, making runs in the box.
He's going to have competition soon, though. Like, obviously, when we start buying some, like, if we stay up, obviously, buy better players. Everyone's going to have competition.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he'd be the one I'd keep, like obviously to compete maybe as a future squad player.
No, I do like him. He should be in the start 11, but at the minute, he's just not done enough to be starting.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
But we're going to need him throughout the Christmas because we've got games coming thick and fast. Obviously, we've got Leicester, and then I think in the middle, we've got Liverpool, we've got Leicester, Liverpool, and Man City in the space of like a few days.
Yes, we'll have.
You guys think with all these running games, Jeff Hendrick will play?
Everton, then we've got Southampton, then we've got West Ham, then we've got Cup game against Sunderland, then we've got Leeds, then we've got Norwich, Wolves.
Do you know what? If you think Sunderland, I hope he's getting relegated. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But you don't be you deserve to go down. No, you'll be no problem. Right, that's it.
But Sunderland fans want Lee Johnson out.
Jeff Hendrick will play like over Christmas. He will be used. Every player will get used over the Christmas because we need to try and squad rotate.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying Sunderland wants Lee Johnson
the
out.
Sunderland fans, they want the manager out now.
They've had such like they look convincing in one game, and then in a couple of other games they just like lose. It's how do they play? They got beat off Oldham, so they got knocked out of the cup, and then they play Oxford, and then they get beat off them. By the way, at their level, Oxford aren't a bad side. If you think every season that all playoffs,
quality side.
Do you think Sunderland will ever get out of League One?
We'll get out at some point.
Eventually. I think Luke's gone.
I think he's frozen, Luca.
Yeah. Their manager's not good enough at the end of the day.
Who's that, Sunderland?
Yeah, they need to get a better manager.
Do you know what? I don't think he is. I do think he's I think he's a championship manager. There's just high expectation at Sunderland, and I'll say it's the rivals. They are a big club in that division. It's like Portsmouth. You got Wigan.
Sunderland are a Premier League sized club. I'm being totally honest here.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of ex-Premier League clubs in that division. Only 40 can get promoted. You know what I mean? It's like Newcastle going down to League One. Like, we'd be absolutely rightfully pissed off. Obviously, if we were in League One and we couldn't get out of that division, we wouldn't want to be in there.
No.
Especially with the takeover.
I think if Ashley was still around, I think League One would be a possibility.
I wouldn't go against that because the lack of to be honest with you, the lack of spending. If you've only got to look at this window, and Steve Bruce still being the manager, like for me, I think we're cut adrift. Yep. I don't think we'll have a chance.
I mean,
maybe, but I swear I remember Mike Ashley saying he always wants to stay in the Premier League, but that could just be him saying it. Like, obviously, that's just words over actions.
It is why I compare to teams at Sunderland all the time.
We only got out of the championship because we used the money we got for Sissoko.
No, I disagree. I don't think that's the reason I got the championship at all.
Actually, I say that under Mike Ashley, if it'd been Mike Ashley, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say League One. I don't think we're as badly structured as Sunderland. I would say it would be a mid-table championship club.
Yeah, but the reason why Sunderland ended up in League One because Ayrshot washed his hands with the club. That's the reason why they're in League One.
Sure, yeah.
To be fair, I did actually have Sunderland to get out of League One this season, but I'm sort of really go back against that now because that's such a really good start of the season. But then you realise when you've got 46 games and plus your cups and cup games and stuff, it's a long season.
Yeah.
I think Plymouth will win the league. I think Plymouth will win League One though.
Possibility. Yeah, but go back to Oxford. They're not a bad, like I say, they're not a bad side. We've played them. We actually lost against them in won the championship in the cup. It's not a bad side.
I don't think Oxford will go. I can see MK Dons going up.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're going to go up. I'm just saying that they're a good outfit in League One. They're a sort of side who like
they remember Exeter so much because they keep fighting for promotion, but they always bottle it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
League One.
They're so close, like they're always at the top end of the championship. League One.
How well are doing MK Dons in League One?
They're
Because you go watch
sixth in
them.
the league. They're sixth, I think.
Do you still go watch them, Luca, at times?
Sometimes, not as I used to, but sometimes I do.
They're not fit for that stadium. I don't know why they built that stadium. Like,
no, they're doing right this season.
Speaking of League One, how's Cal Watts doing at Wigan?
They've got Scott Twine, they've got Troy Parrott.
I've watched Wigan, but he's doing well. Cal Watts is doing really well.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
He's really getting the game time as well, which I think I won't be surprised if he actually goes to Wigan on a permanent.
I don't want Wigan getting promoted. I hope they rot in that league.
You don't think he has a chance of getting in the first team, Sharky?
He might, do you know what? He might do, but then sometimes you got to look at your career though. Like, you know what I mean? Like Wigan are probably for me like an ex-Premier League club, like well established. I like Wigan as a club. I know they've got many fans, but I genuinely hope they get back in the Championship because they're not bad. For me, they're a side that are in between like the Premier League and the Championship. That's where they should be. That's what I've noticed.
I've still not forgotten about that kind of management charge on Hodara. I'm not forgetting about that.
I just think I look at the stuff of the club. But the thing is, they're a good club though. Like if you think we've let a lot of players go to Wigan, so it's like with both players from Wigan, so it's like we seem to have that relationship with them. I think Cal Watts, if he went to Wigan, if they got promoted to the Championship, why wouldn't he sign for Wigan? Do you know what I mean?
The player I want to get given a chance is Elliot Anderson. I want him to be given a chance.
I'd let Cal Watts in the first team. Don't get me wrong, but he's got more chance of playing regular for Wigan. If you know what I'm saying, in a good standard of football.
Yeah, I'm just going to wrap through some more comments because we've got another guest in the background. There's a defender called Sara Chelsea who can't get a game, is very highly rated. Maybe we should try and get on loan with an option to buy. What do you think of that?
I think we'll shop elsewhere, if I'm honest.
Possibly. Taggy says, you know what Joe Willock needs? He needs a goal, and that will kickstart his morale and his confidence.
Yep.
Ashley wanted to be in the Premier League because of TV money. Yep.
That's obvious.
Thomas, good evening, hope you well. Well, he's finally here.
Archer, get yourself in.
All right.
You texted him to come on.
Did you say Ryan?
I said you probably texted him to come on.
Are you still buzzing after that win, Archer?
Totally. We needed a bloody win.
We certainly did. Right. This is it then. If anyone did see the fan reaction on the channel, him sitting in the bottom left corner, Mr. Archer, got too excited. And so here we are then. This is it, Mr. Archer, after we won the game yesterday. So this was his over the top bit of celebration. So here we go. We're gonna play this now.
Well, since we've won that game today, there's only one word. There's definitely gonna be up the league. We're gonna go Champions League! Champions League football! Away the lads! 2-2-2! Back right away! You know, man. Brilliant.
You know what's so funny about that clip, though? You've just got me in the background, just all oblivious to the whole situation. I'm like just looking away with like Lawrence. Car's like, oh well. Archer's on one again.
Oh my word!
But you know, Archer, Champions League. It's good.
That's gonna be years before that happens, like.
Never seen ever in football. I've seen stranger things happen.
To be fair, you know what I really like about Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
The fact is, last couple of games I've been to see him play. Well, actually,
Eddie Howe's been playing football for us.
No, I'm not. When we're playing Norwich and Burnley, the reaction at the end of the game, he always comes onto the pitch with the players, and he always motivates the fans to give us some like positivity. And even when we won, he was like, "Come on, get in."
He knows how much it means. Like the city, obviously, we're a one club city, so like Even under Bruce, I used to really annoy us because he would never come over. Like, it would always just be the odd player. But for me, it's a team game. At the end of the day, it's togetherness. Like, if you want to win the fans over from day one, you go over at the fans and clap. At the end of the day, the little we deserve is like a 5 minute of your time, like just clapping the fans who've turned up. Whoever win, lose, we appreciate that. Like, if we lose, then fine, it happens. It's football or draw or whatever.
If we lose, as long we put a good performance in.
Yeah. He's honest.
I said that after we lost to Chelsea.
Honest. He doesn't talk bullshit. Or like, he's not like, oh well, we're robo sleeves up and whatnot on the side. He literally pinpoints all the areas where we've gone wrong.
With Steve Bruce, what annoyed me the most? Remember his press conference against Morecambe?
Yes.
That's what annoyed me the most, because at the time Morecambe were afraid to go down to non-league, and he was talking like they were a Man City or something.
Oh, the funniest one was Newport. Oh, they're a really good side. Them, we're really good after a roll our sleeves up and dust ourselves down and really have a go. If we're going to get
lucky against Newport. We got lucky against them.
Oh God, we did.
No, he did. Go back these press conferences. Honestly, it was the biggest laugh I think I've ever had.
We should have got beat by Newport.
Yeah, we should have.
I didn't even celebrate our win against Newport.
Go by Sheldon. It's just like, it was every press conference. It's the accumulation of points. We need 40 points. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, say something else. He always used to pick up the other side, like, oh, they're a really good side, them, they're a really good side. It's like, basically, he would literally downgrade our players before we even got on the pitch.
We could play Gateshead, and you would talk that they are prime Barcelona.
Oh, he used to really piss us off.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that a big
Taggy, looking into my eyes, he did say that this time. Even though Thomas finds that video hilarious, Archer. Taggy, hold that clip for when the two get in the Champions League. Why not? Why not? That'd be a good idea.
Peter, how was it big? You say?
Oh my God, I remember that.
Was that the Southampton press conference?
I don't know. I forgot which one it was now, but they asked him, like, how was your break? I asked him, he goes, how's the break? Did he say? It's funny that, like, that's one thing that he never listened, did he? You always need to bite back.
We've just been going over an hour over the show. Hope you're enjoying it so far. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. Even if you would like to donate as well, Super Chat is available as well. Hit the $sign and it will take you through on what to do next as well. So again,
is he League Two at the football club now?
Leicester away.
Draw. I'm saying a draw.
Draw. Archer.
I'm expecting us to win at the King Power.
Oh, statement.
Oh, Chalky.
I'm not. I don't really want to say right now because I think Leicester have still got a game. They've still got to play Napoli on the Thursday. Obviously, yes, we've got the extra days of rest and obviously training recovery. But like Leicester, like, they're a very hit and miss side this season. Even if you feel like, oh, they're going to be tired, they might just show up. By the way, like, they've obviously just lost to Villa, so that they're back at home. Brendan Rodgers will give them a kick up the backside. But the way that we've been playing lately, and obviously we've got that win against Burnley. I know, again, it's only Burnley. It's not Leicester or like a side up. I don't know. I think we've got every chance. I really, really do. I'm not going to. It depends. Go on.
Well, Luca, he also went down there and got a 2-0 win.
Yeah, we played really well at the time when we were on a bit of a good run against Leicester. We battered them in the first 20 minutes, and then we put our foot off the gas a little bit. And the thing is, with Eddie Howe, right? I said this when we played you on our preview, and what I like about Eddie Howe is he's actually like playing really well for you lot. These players are getting a massive lift. These players, like the likes of John Joe Shelby and that what Sharky said, is that they're playing really, really well. They're actually getting a bit of confidence. Eddie Howe's one of those managers where he's going to get you out of the relegation zone. And, he will 100%. I think he's going to get you out of the relegation zone. I don't think, like, with this takeover you've got, I don't think he's not going to be there like for a long project. I think he's going to be there for like a couple of seasons. And then the money, what you're going to get in the January transfer window, 190 million or whatever, how much money you've been backed, then you bring those type of players in, like the Coutinhos, the Lingards, the Martials in. Then Eddie Howe can get the best out of them. And then when he goes or when the next manager comes in, you could be that team where you could start being Champions League, Europa League, you could be that team again. It's going to take time for Newcastle. You're not going to get Champions League straight away.
Look at Man City. It took Man City time where they are.
To be honest, I think Eddie Howe is definitely longer. He's definitely at this club longer than 2 years. I think it's a safe bet, the contract, but I do think he's there longer. I really do. I want to see a manager in the club for like 3, 4, 5 years. I like long-term stability.
Yeah,
and I do believe him. Like, I think the thing is, he knows in January that he's going to have some money to spend. I don't think we're going to spend like the 190 million that people are talking about. I think we might spend at least 50, 60. Because we're not. The thing is, one thing they don't want to do is go and buy these sort of players like Coutinho and all these other big names and high wages if we get relegated. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be very shrewd.
Yeah, but would you actually get relegated though? Because obviously these players will get you up high in the table though.
It's a catch-22. We really don't know. Obviously, it's only 1 win at the minute. Obviously, I believe we can stay up, but you can't underestimate the sides in and around us because they can still, obviously, any given time win. I said for January, I think we will sign some players, but I don't think they'll be like the big names that we're all after. I think they'll be very, very careful because one thing they don't want to do, I say, is get like Coutinho on big, massive wages and then we get relegated to the Championship. We don't want to become that joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got all these big players.
Man City don't get big names straight away.
No, we'll get safety players, like ones that are like they're just good enough to keep you up, and then all of a sudden we'll start building in the summer. That's for me. We've got to be sensible. We can't just go into January and say, "Oh, we're going to get this player, that player," because they won't sign for us because we're in a relegation battle.
See, as Luke mentioned, Jesse Lingard, I think it'll go West Ham.
I just thought Jesse Lingard wouldn't be a bad shout, but it'd be
possibility.
But it'd be good signing for West Ham. But to be honest, it's going to be difficult to see who we're signing though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's because we're in the relegation. If we were like mid-table, like looking like we could actually climb a few places into like say 8th or 9th and build, then maybe it's different. But because we're in the relegation zone, it's going to be harder for players to come to the football club. If you know what I'm saying, like because they don't want relegation on the CV.
Newcastle finish 8th or 9th this season? Because if Newcastle, you said, is right, Charlie, like it's going to be.
No, we're not. But I'm saying if we were mid-table now, then maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
At the minute, the bottom line is we're in the relegation because we deserve it.
I think Newcastle will finish just outside the relegation zone. I think you'll stay up.
Oh yeah, we will, but we're in the relegation zone because we deserve to be there on the 15 games that we've played. Do you know what I mean? It's a win, but it's encouraging now. But we need the January. But the players that we're going to sign, it will determine whether or not they want to sign for us. It's not because we've got loads of money. They don't want relegation on the CV. So,
or is it because what North, as Gabby said?
They have to be realistic signings. We can't get big names. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, Truth says the manager is who not to be named is gone. We all know who on a boot.
Yeah, but I see people say this, that no one's come to us because we're a northern club.
I don't agree with that at all. Nah, you look at Man City were a nothing club before they got bought out. And that's Manchester.
Does anyone listen to TalkSport?
Me.
What do you make of comments by Gabby Agbonglahor?
Before you say anything, Sharky, I've got to say this. He was at Sheffield Wednesday, and Sheffield is more close to Newcastle than it is to London.
Yeah, exactly. I thought his comments were totally out of order. It's just someone who's very salty, really. He's obviously seen that Newcastle have had a takeover, a bit of money. Obviously, the media don't like Newcastle because obviously the fans, we expect too much and this, that, and the other. For me, it's just down to pure jealousy. And I've heard all these people like Simon Jordan, we're not going to do this. The papers are exactly the same, but they don't realise that the owners are actually hungry. They're not yet to play games. They're yet to actually stabilise the club and put some money in, something that we've not seen for over a decade. And now that we've actually got money, we've got a bit of hope. Other clubs don't like it, but you know what it is? It's a big F off to them because at the end of the day, we've got what we've been wanting for over a decade. You've had your limelight, and we're coming back, and they don't like it.
See, you know what? The media, I bet the media are hating it that West Ham are doing so well.
No, do you know what? I don't think so. I think it's good that West Ham are doing well. I want to see other clubs do well. West Ham are a very similar side. Well, no, they are on par with us as the similar side club. They are a big club on their own right. They've had some shit, and they still got shit owners. But they're doing very well, and why not? I'm glad that they're doing well. I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
I am. I'm legit happy for them. And I hope they continue to do well, because West Ham are a very similar sized club in Newcastle. Good fan base, very good infrastructure. You can argue about the stadium, but the thing is, they're a big club. West Ham as well.
See, I said West Ham got the best fans in the league.
They've got an excellent fan base. Like, I've been down to their ground. There's one ground I had never beaten. It was a bowling. But they're a very similar-sized club to us. You know what I mean? They're two very good. We're two big clubs that are sleeping giants, basically.
About Leeds, I like to see Leeds do well.
Leeds are massive. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of big clubs. And honestly, people don't like it, but I like West Ham. The fans are getting what they deserve, which is a bit of success. And hopefully we get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Scott don't want the top 6 to be interrupted. They want to keep it the same, even though like
it's going to be. It's not going to stay like that forever.
Yeah, like Tottenham or Arsenal are going to drop out of that.
Look at Leicester though. Look at Leicester. They've interrupted it. You know, you got West Ham now interrupted it. There's going to be a lot of clubs that'll interrupt that top 4. You think all the money that's coming in the Premier League now, all these new ownerships and that, everyone has to keep the action.
And don't forget, West Ham are getting new owners as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are. West Ham are getting new owners. West Ham will be similar to Newcastle. When West Ham are going to have 27%, that's what they're going to have.
I don't like it when they say this top 6. It really, really does begin to piss us off because I think nowadays the whole top 6 talk's gone. For me, I think
you mentioned the top 6. Look at Tottenham, for example. In my opinion, Tottenham are mid-table team at best.
Yeah.
Lucas probably agree because he's an Arsenal fan, but
yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of money going into the Premier League, and the thing is, you got to suck it up. You've got Leicester, they're buying shrewdly. You've got Newcastle now, Wolves in their own right. You know, they're playing attractive football.
Brighton's not far off as well.
There's a lot of clubs, right, that will interrupt that top 6. And for me, I just don't like that talk with the top 6 because I don't think it is anymore.
I think the top 6 has really changed at the moment. I think like the way the Premier League has been piss poor this season. Like you look at teams like the top 6 is anyone can finish in there right now. Like you look at Arsenal, right? Yes, we've lost 5 games in a row. Yes, 4 of those are against big teams. 1's against Brentford. But if we win tomorrow against Everton, despite Liverpool beat Wolves, right? Wolves dropped points. I can't think of anyone else who dropped points this weekend. Leicester dropped points as well.
Brighton.
So Brighton as well. So technically, if we beat Everton tomorrow, we'll be 1 point off top 4. And West Ham have got Burnley next. We beat Southampton on Saturday, right? West Ham play on the Sunday. We go into the top 4 before West Ham play Burnley, and then West Ham are on the 15th. Win that, we're in the top 4. So Everton becomes a massive game tomorrow for us.
I look at your squad, and your squad, it's not good enough to compete in the Champions League.
No, it's not.
But the thing is, that's what's good about the Premier League, though. Like, it's good that everyone's interrupting the top 6 because, like, I hate the whole, it's going to be Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Top. For me, I like it when Wolves, Leicester, and potentially, like, us or other clubs of West Ham can interrupt it and do something. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. It really annoys me.
Yeah.
To be honest, there's warning signs of that with Arsenal. Like, it was just a slow downhill, and like it's still doing that. Like Luca,
we just can't seem to beat the big teams away from home. That's what it is. We can't seem to.
The thing is with your fan base too is that they just accept mediocrity. Like, why?
I just see with Arsenal fans, they're stuck in the past. They think they're the team that they used to be.
Yeah.
They got the infrastructure there. The owner needs to pull his finger out and start spending a bit more money.
Arsenal fans, they're asking to be the team they were under Wenger in the early 2000s.
I don't know about the spending thing. They spent 250 million.
Our owner is like Mike Ashley, right? And we're not going to get rid of this owner because it's not just the owner's fault. We've been the highest spenders, right? We spent 150 million on players. Yeah,
you got to get rid of your manager.
Yeah, Arteta's got to go, right? Right. The owner gave us 150 or whatever, how much money we spent, right? We went out to go and get Ramsdale, right? Ramsdale's been a good signing, right? Before we signed him, I wasn't keen on him, but he's proved me wrong so far. Ben White,
to say that.
Huh?
He's bailed you out in a lot of games. If you miss something, some of the saves he's made, he's bailed you out.
He saved you points.
100%. Ben White, 50 million. Ben White cost 2 goals the other game against Manchester United. So I don't rate.
Oh my god, Ronaldo's goal was the most laughable defense you could watch. Like, that was the most easiest goal.
It was
because he's a good content. I mean, you're gonna help him.
And the thing is, your fan base like overhype all these youngsters too.
That's the thing, man. We're buying players for the future. We need players in now. We need experienced players. If we want to get back into that team again and start getting back into the Champions League, we need to be in the Champions League.
Yeah, and also senior players not turning up.
Don't just get top 4 and then end up getting embarrassed in the Champions League. Slapped 10-2 by Bayern Munich.
That's what you know. Now when you got like Tottenham fans and they're criticising like the Conference League, I'd love to see, like I was just saying to you before, I'd love to see Newcastle in that.
Oh my God. I was going to say that earlier. I'd take the Conference League for 5 years in a row.
Newcastle's better in the Conference League.
As European football on a Thursday night, like it doesn't matter for me. Like if you win that competition, it's a trophy. The thing is, Tottenham fans will be the first to say, "Oh yes, we've got a trophy finally in the trophy cabinet." These so-called Tottenham fans, I don't like it, but I bet you'll be the first to be wanked it off as soon as you win it. You'll be straight out and partying out in the streets and that when you win that Conference League.
The thing is, right, Tottenham Hotspur, right? They've been in the Champions League, right? Pochettino nearly won them the Champions League 2 years ago, right? The thing is, they should be celebrating that Conference League because they've been in the Champions League, right? Yes, it's a trophy at the end of the day, but Newcastle, they had to go in the Conference League. Newcastle in Europe very long. Yeah.
You're breaking up.
I think you're breaking up a look at that. Sorry.
Oh, am I breaking up?
You can't downgrade any competition. The thing is, it's a new competition, but it's like the Nations League, like in the international football. Like at the end of the day, you've still got to treat them with the same respect.
If you win the Conference League, do you get qualification in the Europa League?
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Because they want my football to save, they've got Europa League football.
Imagine though, right? We go in the Conference League, right, and we'll do so well, like we did under Pardew in the Europa League, right, and we'll win it, but we'll have a shit Premier League season. But we've got that European football for next season.
I'll take the trophy.
You know what I mean? You take it. It's a trophy in the cabinet for me. For me, it's a major trophy.
The thing is, say if Newcastle do win the Europa League Conference League, right, and then Newcastle go into, I don't know, the Europa League, right? Do you feel like with the money what you've got, and do you feel like with the takeover you have, and you can buy all these attract players, right? Do you feel like it's going to affect you? Like Arsenal being in the Europa League, we don't spend money Monday, Thursday, Sunday. If we were in the Europa League this season, then technically we would have had the likes of Saka and Smith Rowe injured. Do you feel if whoever Newcastle brings in, if you bring someone like a Coutinho or a Martial or anyone like that or Lingard, if they get an injury, is that going to really affect your season, even if you did win the Europa League Conference?
Not because they've got money behind them, so like we'll have strength and depth. Like you know what I mean, they'll bring in a lot of players that with a lot of ability, like to adjust. Obviously, when we've got, say, for example, like Europa League one night, and then we've got the Premier League the next, or the FA Cup, or the League Cup, whatever, we've got players to adjust. I think that's what we need to do. Like
I think our takeover would help with squad depth. We'd be good for squad depth with the amount of money we have too.
That's what I'm saying, but we're going to have a lot of squad depth, and that's something that we've not had. Like, if you think in the past how thin our squad's been, and we've not been able to cope for like midweek football. Here, for example, we've had Premier League football on the weekend, and we've had like League Cup on the week. We've been knocked out of the cup because we've just not had the team to compete.
Totally agree. I'm just going to roll more comments through. Thomas says, "P, any dates with Swedish Swede-off Craft?" No, Thomas.
Oh, God. The thing is too about this, our owners too, is that Amanda Staley literally said she wants to win the Premier League, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, one summer they spend the money to go and win the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and try to qualify for one of the UEFA competitions. That's what they'll try to do, and then they'll just keep building and building.
If I see Newcastle win the League Cup, you know, I would just be happy with that. I'd be more than satisfied. Like, you got to start somewhere, you know what I mean? Winning trophies.
Well, you know what the problem is too is that, like,
I didn't mean to leave there.
This whole top 4, top 6 narrative, like, fans rather qualify for that than win a trophy nowadays. Like, I'd rather win a trophy, in my opinion.
Gotta win. You're
love to Newcastle win a trophy.
Gotta win a trophy. Like, I think with the money that was
77 or 75 or something.
Like 1969.
Like 20 years before I was born.
The thing is, we've got to go into, like, the thing with the new owners, for me, it's a step-by-step process. If it takes 10 years to win a trophy, it takes 10 years. At the end of the day, we've got to build a platform. You know what I like about the new owners, right? You know what I like about them? They communicate. Amanda Staley, she's always there. She's clapping. You see her there, you know, like fist pumping and that when we're scoring goals. And just the communication online and just being around the fans and that, and just being around the community. Like,
what I love about
everyone.
What I love about our new owners, they've been to more games than the Man City owners has.
No, it's just for me. Like yesterday, for example, she was clapping, like the whole performance, like she was, you know, celebrating the goals, like the hugging each other and that. It's great. And it's not just that, like you've got the manager who's like buying into what the owners are trying to do, like going to fist pump the fans and that, whatever happens in the result. It's just the community work as well. Like it's all come back to life.
There's a whole culture being developed.
Yeah, that's it. And that's what you want. Like the owners actually talk to the fans. Like we actually see communication, something that I've never seen for like well over a decade. It's great.
Absolutely.
I was happy to see how do you pronounce it? Gadazi or
no? Oh yeah, he's great. He's great. That's the husband, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting his name. Anyways, he spoke out saying that this isn't true today. Like, this is what I love when these official sources literally shit on these like tiny media companies.
He's gonna. The thing is, like, the media now is gonna struggle against this because they hold the aces, like they hold the facts. Like, these are the owners of our football club. This is the PIF. Like, this is Amanda Staveley. This is Medrad. These people, like Jamie Rubin, they're all serious people. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, they're not here to play games. They're here to try and stabilize the football club.
You mentioned the PIF.
Chance of competing.
Yeah. You mentioned the PIF. Do you think they'll buy Inter Milan?
Nah, I think they'll stay with Newcastle for the long term.
Yeah, Jordy makes a good point. Yeah, Jordy, hope you even good well. Eddie Howe will keep Newcastle up. I think our new orders will bring some decent players in the club during the January window, and we will push on from there. Yeah,
I said that we will have a good second half to the season. I really do.
Yeah, we will. If we can get to the quarters of the FA Cup with the players we spend, then I'll be happy. Or even if we go out the FA Cup fighting, no matter what round we're in, I'll be happy. As long as we try to compete.
Yeah. Who's left? Who's in the FA Cup? Who? Any small clubs? I haven't seen really the FA Cup results.
You got like for the FA Cup draw is tomorrow on ITV4.
Yeah, you've got teams like St Albans, Bournemouth, Chesterfield, Morecambe,
Bournemouth, St Albans.
There's a tie. Give them Morecambe. Another 7-0. Give them
Morecambe. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Give them Morecambe.
Swansea, Blackpool, Luton.
Yeah.
All those clubs, really. So,
by the way,
Cambridge.
Please, for the love of Christ, do not give what Arsenal, because we got that a few seasons back.
Oh God, I remember that last season.
That season, please no.
Yeah, we don't want to start. We always slap you.
No, that's I don't like playing the so-called top 6 or 7 sides in the club because, like, unless we're at home, we've got no chance.
Yeah. Ty says, I think some of the decision making for how to give Lascelles a game yesterday was because he knows squad rotation for a very busy December is important. Fernandez will be part of the rotation. That's a good point there.
You've got to trust him. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, fair enough, yeah, he's the captain. Would I have chosen him yesterday personally? No. It should have been Fernandez. What I said to you yesterday, Peter, before the game started, you've got to trust what the manager's doing. He knows what he's doing.
I think we'll hear more people talk about squad depth when the Liverpool game comes, because I think when that happens, then they'll be playing games like every 3-4 days.
So it'll be Liverpool 0, Newcastle 1. Mohamed Salah comes off the back of his arse. One goal.
Johnny says Piff owned 80% of Newcastle. They are here to play games. They're here to wake the sleeping giant up and make us one of the most successful clubs in the world. And
they're working. They're behind the scenes making it big.
Yeah.
Yeah, PIF are massive. Like the Premier League, obviously, we know that the Premier League are going to get something out of this takeover. That's why they've accepted it.
Truel says, I hope the owners don't come here to play games because we'll be in trouble. No, they won't, Truels.
No,
who do you guys want in the FA Cup? Like,
I mean, I don't mind who it is, but as long as it's not a team like Man City or Man United.
I want a League One, League Two.
Even anyone from like the League One, League Two sides at home.
I wouldn't mind someone like Bristol Rovers, someone like that.
Because I feel like against, like, say, a League One, League Two side, we don't have to play with strongest team. Like, we can always rotate, and plus we're going to have to, especially when all the Christmas games are finished. You've still got some midweek games in January as well. So, like, playing a League One, League, I'm not underestimating them, but I'm just saying we need to, like,
Like, if we get someone like, I don't know, Bournemouth, would you still go to it?
Yeah, if we get someone like Bournemouth or St Albans away, that'd be sick.
I would take Coventry.
I've been to St Albans ground.
It doesn't matter who the team is, the club is. I'll be there, like, especially if it's a home game. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, I went to St Albans with Darchamber a few weeks ago.
Is St Albans left? Are they in the? Are they gone through?
Yeah, St Albans versus Bournemouth on ITV4 tomorrow, I think. Because
at the moment, who's gone into the third round? Who's the lowest ranked?
It's Chesterfield, I think.
Chesterfield.
Right, give them Morecambe and Wise or Chesterfield at home. We're happy.
For me, I've got loads of options. I wouldn't mind maybe someone like Bristol Rovers.
He has one for you. We'll take Burnley again. At home.
Oh, God.
Early, don't we?
Yeah, Tangy says, just like Gillette's
Hartlepool's another one.
Jeff Stella was by himself advocating for the North being a great place. Yes, I've seen that. Geordie, Newcastle, West Ham, our Leeds are best teams outside of the so-called top sticks of fan bases, yeah.
Did someone say Hartlepool are left in the FA Cup?
Yes. Hartlepool. They beat Lincoln away 1-0.
That could be a good game, because I think Hartlepool would definitely bring a lot of fans to St James's if they got it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
North East team.
Imagine Hartlepool v Newcastle.
How about if we get someone like Middlesbrough if they're doing it?
Coventry's another team I'd love to play.
They call that a trophy at time piece. It's not. It really frustrates us. It's not. The thing is, Middlesbrough could beat with 5-0, right? And I wouldn't care less, but if it was done, then I would.
Yeah, Johnny says West Ham are 8 points behind Man City in the fourth. They are more or less in the title race in December.
Yeah, why not? They are. Whilst there's still games to be played, everyone's in the title race as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Tony says he would take Europa Conference just to attract high players.
You can't. Everyone's going to want to be in the Conference League. The thing is, yes, it's a new competition, but the more it's around, everyone wants it.
Yeah, Bazza, it's like people from the Northeast have a totally different view about football competitiveness. We would crack the cards.
Nottingham Forest is another one who I'll take. Forest away, that'd be sick as well.
I totally agree with Bazza. Like, I think at the end of the day, like as Newcastle fans, we go to games like. It doesn't matter where it is. We could be playing Penzance away at 8 o'clock at night, the furthest place in the country. We can go to the Scottish Highlands. We have to. That's what our fan base is. That's what we are.
Bazza says we should strengthen depth. For example, if we brought Jonathan David in, we would have Callum Wilson as a backup striker.
I think Callum Wilson's still part of the furniture, though. Like I think.
Someone think Jonathan David.
Oh yeah, he's Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he's playing in the
Peterborough is another ground. What I will be sick to do. Can you imagine Peterborough?
Who does he play for?
No, is it Bayern Munich? He played for Bayern Munich. Sure he did.
Bayern Munich.
Did someone mention Peterborough ground?
Jonathan David, he plays for Lille.
I've been at Peterborough ground, London Road. Been.
Yeah, that's a good ground. That is
in the 2009-10 season.
Yeah,
that was good ground.
Bazza, United's been put back to Newcastle. We are now Newcastle United. Murdrad Gadushi or something like that. Yeah, that's Amanda Staveley's
husband.
Yeah. Ginger says the problem Newcastle have is getting past the squad. We have too many fans rate our squad. We need to move on. We need to get rid of some of these current players.
We need a jumbo sale in the summer. You know, the jumbo sale, the clear out, big clear out needed.
I've been saying it for ages. We need a clear out. I've been saying it for ages.
Oh, no, I got you though.
Yeah.
Even if we go down, we need a clear out.
Jody says Hartlepool, Charlton, Wimbledon. Charlton, he's got Charlton twice. Blackpool, Mansfield, and Cambridge are still in the FA Cup. I don't want to play one of the core
If we get a London team, then I want Millwall. That's what I want if we get a London team.
No.
That's another one.
That's just the fans.
Yeah, but man, don't forget, I live quite near Millwall. That's the only reason why.
The fans all imagine them coming to St James's Park to start ripping all the seats out.
Millwall.
That's what their fans are. Did you see what they did to the Everton fans in the FA Cup a few seasons back?
Oh, yeah. God, that was
I'm not going to think it, but I know what we're doing.
They cracked the bus open. Some of them were just walking to the ground, minding their own business, and they start throwing punches at them. Like, what are you doing?
And talk of Millwall,
Swindon's another ground.
One way from class.
We'll mind Blackpool, you know, even if it was an away game, like Blackpool away, that'd be great. That.
About something like Plymouth or Argyle.
Oh God, it's a long. We've had them in before. Well, we had them in the Championship over like 2 games. Then we had them in the FA Cup. Then we had to play them again. Oh, nah.
We played Plymouth in 2009-10 season with Arsenal. We beat them 3-1.
Yeah, we did. We played them 4 times in that same season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Matthew says, I don't really care we get the cup. To be honest, we should just focus on the league. You want a cup run, don't you?
I get excited, though. I mean, at the end of the day, the season's not finished.
No, it's not finished.
Trying to win a trophy.
Look at Wigan, right? Wigan, right? They were always down the bottom. Go on.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the FA Cup, did you say?
Win the FA Cup?
Newcastle.
Yeah, us.
It's Arsenal owns the FA Cup.
No. Realistically, probably Man City. Man City or Chelsea.
Yeah, Man City or Chelsea.
You probably couldn't put a past them through. But do you know what it is? Or Wigan's giving everyone a little bit of hope, though. Like you could be at the bottom end of the league fighting at the door when they win the Prem, but the FA Cup.
But
no,
Birmingham City did a similar thing as Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't really matter like how your season's going. That could give you a lift.
Bradford was close to winning it as well.
Oh no, Hansen coming in! I remember that commentary against Villa.
Cardiff City, they made it to the final, but got beat by Liverpool on penalties.
Honestly, I'll never forget that commentary against Aston Villa. What he say? He goes, "It's
Taggy said cup draw against the League One would be nice to let our January sign settle in.
Yeah,
we'll see that's what I'm we go. Hartlepool or Borough in the third round at St James's Park.
I want a home tie like in the FA Cup. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to wait. If are the owners just because two people own 10% in their law, shareholders not anything else over 55% makes you Newcastle owner. I want to see what Yasser Al Rumayyan will do.
Well, they own 80% of the club, so they've obviously got money behind them. And then obviously the other 10% goes to where Jamie Rubin and Amanda Staveley. So at the end of the day, they've got money, then they're not going to mess around. I mean, PIF pretty much own Newcastle.
Literally.
Ginger Hoskins, he says he plays for Lille.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get us wrong, it's not going to be an open pick. We know that, but what the fans just want is a little bit of hope, and we've got that.
Yeah. Another team who I want in the FA Cup as well. I want Birmingham City. I know why.
Birmingham City.
Yeah, because Birmingham City beat us 10 years ago, so we haven't played them.
And they got relegated that same season.
Yeah, I want them. I want them badly.
Yep.
But would you
White
want
Channel says, everyone remember Brian Pinas or Brian Pinas? I think he's on about Brian Pinas, who's played back in Newcastle 1997-1998 season.
You know who I want in the FA Cup?
I remember him.
Who?
Sunderland. Wait, Sunderland. Wait.
They got beat by Mansfield, didn't they?
If I had to pick three, who I want, 3 out of 3, right? Bristol Rovers.
Joey Barton come back to St James's. That'd be a good shout. Bristol Rovers, yeah.
Bristol Rovers.
I've been to a ground before.
That would be a good little battle. Come at St James's. Imagine what he'd be like in the dugout. Come back to St James's. Get a stand ovation.
Leighton Orient.
That's another one I want.
Gateshead played Leighton Orient. I remember going to that game many years back.
Yeah, I did Gateshead versus Leighton Orient, but at Leighton Orient's ground.
My number one team who I want is Bristol Rovers away. That's the one.
Why Bristol Rovers?
Nah, because it's a ground what I've not done before, and I want to do it.
I did it this season.
No, interesting.
Oh, did you?
Just said Brady Wigan got relegated having a cup win. Yeah, they did.
I get what the Ginger Hoskins saying though about.
What if we had Bournemouth? What if we got Bournemouth in the cup?
Be a good game. They're a good side this season. They're not a good
reception.
Would you want a non-league side in the FA Cup?
Sorry,
I don't want.
Would you want a non-league team in the FA Cup?
Why not?
Why not?
Imagine if we got an away tie to them, it'd be a good little talk for them.
The thing is, I don't want someone who we've actually played before. I want someone who we've not played.
To be fair,
for a very long time.
We used to be the laughing stock of the cup. It's us. So if we got beat off like Boreham Wood, for example, would you be surprised? We got beat off Stevenage. I'm saying we're just a laughing stock. It only surprised a club like Manchester City if you play your best side against like Boreham Wood and you still lose. Like for us, it's like, oh well, go out the cup, we'll focus on the league. It's the way it is.
Is it people forget? People forget. Yasser Al Rumayyan is our chairman. I like TFM. I've heard he bet you go big with us at the F1 with McLaren when interviewed. Yes.
But Amanda Staveley now will be making the key decisions or like to tell the PR what players they want. You know what I mean?
All PIF members are probably in Saudi Arabia and they're on like direct like Zoom calls and just calls with Staveley.
Exactly, it's good to say something called communication. It's great.
Yeah, guys, we've just got about 25 minutes left of the show, so if you do want to join in for then, the link is in the live chat pinned, and come in and I'll see you in the waiting room. If you're enjoying it, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and if you'd like to donate, Super Chat is available. We do have another guest coming in.
Jason?
Hello, ladies.
Cheers.
Hello.
He's been on Tinder lately.
I just saw him tweet the Brighton fan.
You on Jason's stream, weren't you?
Yeah, we were supposed to be doing it last night, but there wasn't enough people on, so did it night instead.
Chipper's gone earlier. What were you like feeling at getting that first win yesterday against Burnley?
It was that losing his virginity.
I must say I was mildly moist because that was a massive. It was a very important win.
Oh my god!
Just seeing Newcastle after win a game, like whoa.
Whoa! I mean, Wilton's goal made this horny. Like, don't get us wrong. I mean, that finish.
Like, just see
I'll tell you what, man. If Cristiano Ronaldo scored that goal, it would be on for weeks because that was the only place he could put that ball.
To be fair though, like when Burnley scored that equaliser, but it was offside, it would just be typical Newcastle sitting on a 1-0 lead, don't it? Well, but look, we're sitting on a 1-0 lead. I don't know what it is, but yeah, still all team. Oh, but what about? Didn't worry, man. But we've got enough of our squad to see it out. Oh fuck! It's 1-1.
Do you think we could get something down Leicester, Chippers?
Well, I've just said it. I've just said a draw on Jason's thing. They've got a game on Thursday. They play on Thursday night. Is it away at Napoli as well as a?
It is, yeah. It's away at Napoli.
They've got travelling. I mean, they'll probably only have one training session beforehand. If they pick up any injuries, there's all this thing that are coming up in the favour of us. But they were crap the day Leicester, I thought.
Get Callum Wilson on Lord Farquaad and we'll win the game.
Lord Farquaad. Are you on about Johnny Evans?
No,
I've just come off Jason's stream, and does anyone see level 7? He farted on the stream live. I mean,
did he?
Yes, he did.
What?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, yeah. Jason's going to put a clip up. Everything was quiet, and he was, and it was just.
He's just get all the viewers off. Always will be viewers gone. Yeah.
I'll have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch it because I would. Wait,
Chip, is this just the live stream you did now?
Yes, if you go to 1 minute 8 seconds, 1 hour 8 seconds. Sorry, that's when he does it.
Oh, you're fine. What's the link? I want to watch it.
It's on Jason's channel. Keeping it tuned. Keeping it tuned. That's Jason's channel.
Keeping it tuned. I'll remember that.
He's gonna put a clip up of it of him doing it.
If you want sir. And the level 7, if you want to know why he gets called level 7 Dave Luca, was because one time when fans were allowed back in when we played Sheffield United at home when we won 1-0 through Joe Willock.
Oh, yeah.
He went on Paul's fan forum and he got asked, and Paul asked him, "What did you think of the game?" And his response was, "I don't know. I couldn't see."
well, yeah, that's obviously like the players like six.
Yeah.
Do you know when you play Football Manager and then you got like sort of control the team, the little duck? Right?
Yeah.
That's literally watching Newcastle at level 7. Oh, by the way, under Steve Bruce, you might as well sit in level 7 because you didn't miss much down the bottom. You didn't. That's a fact. Literally hitting hoof ball, hitting hope.
I think Chippers will remember that when level 7 Dave got asked, "What did you think of the game?" I don't know. I couldn't see.
All right. Well, I
was on that stream. It was me, him, and Jade.
Jade as well one day. She used to be their co-host.
They
were killing themselves laughing. Yeah.
What was worse was his knobbly bobbly show that he put on with Ian Paul for the Germany watch along.
Oh God, yeah.
I think level 7's got his own kitchen.
That was hilarious. Remember doing the Germany watch along? He was having a feast of ice lollies, ice cream, Jaffa cakes, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off.
All right, no problem, Sharky.
See you,
Yeah, big up,
See you,
man.
Sharky. Good later. Subscribe to 2
See you
TV.
later.
See you later, man. Take care, man.
Right, good night.
Good to see you.
I think
That was Sharky.
on the stream for at least half an hour, I said nothing because I couldn't come to terms with what it is.
Oh,
And he played Hungry Eyes as well.
No, he didn't on the stream. Thankfully, I mean, I think he lost the plot on the stream because he was acting like a man possessed, or I don't know. And then he went on to watch Strictly, and no. Then
remember me saying.
Sorry for spoiling, but obviously Hamilton won the F1. People thought spoil it, but I listened to it, right, so he won, and then Dave 20 minutes ago I went, get in it, he's won the F1. I goes, he won 20 minutes ago, how far behind's your lag?
Something with F1, it just doesn't make us want to watch it.
But and then he was shooting out the window because his sky went off, and honest, I couldn't believe what I was watching, and he did Johnson Clay, he walked off about 10 times.
Remember these signings he was running through who he would like to see?
David Sand on a 36-year-old.
I still have a clip on my Twitter of
tell you what, it's
I think
you got that right, are you?
Wait, what?
You said you got a clip of that.
Oh no, I got a clip of one time of John. He was interviewing or he's like asking level 7 Dave some questions, and his internet went out mid of conversation. You hear the beeping sound. It sounded like a smoke alarm.
Hey, my word.
I'll never forget that the Germany game where he pulled up a bloody tub of flake ice cream with a bloody knee.
Ice lollies, Jaffa cakes he was consuming. Chimister, did you see Archer's reaction after the game? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was doing. I thought that was a bit risky doing a striptease outside in that weather. Like, I thought he was going to.
I was going to say.
No, I wasn't.
I thought you were going to start throwing dollar bills at him.
Hmm?
Thought you were going to start throwing dollar bills at him.
Oh God.
I was that eat me, apart from I had icy tits.
Oh my God.
Well, now Steve Bruce has got the milky ones though. I was expecting something like Eddie Howe, look into my eyes, or something like that at the end of it.
No. But I'm glad we just got that win yesterday. That was the main thing.
Go to Jason's just sent us the link. Go to 1 hour 8 minutes and 33 seconds, Ryan, if you're watching it, because that's where it happens.
1 hour 8 minutes. Okay. Oh, I thought you said 1 hour 8 seseconds.
I'll have a watch when this show's finished.
I've got to watch this.
1 hour 8. So on Jason's channel. Keeping it tuned. After
put the timestamps on.
Jason's right. Hold on. What I'll do is I'll put the name of Jason's channel in the comments, and if you want to go and subscribe to that,
good idea. So.
Jason, if you're watching, get yourself on here for the last 15 minutes, and you can explain.
Keeping it tuned. I'll remember that. Yeah.
Keeping it tuned. So that is Jason's.
Big up, man.
Anyway, Peter, I'm going to shoot off it.
No problem, Archer. Good to see you.
Catch you later.
See you,
Archer.
See ya.
Is Paul be on the night, Peter, or not?
He hasn't, actually.
Hasn't? Because he was watching Jason's. I thought he might pop. And then I saw you on as well.
Tell you what, your friend was on early in the live show.
Oh, was he? It's a good job I wasn't on because I wouldn't have been able to speak with her.
Oh, yeah, Alex. Oh, my God. It's delay again.
You were just like...
I always just love the faces you make when you're trying to talk. And he's like, Pete.
Taggy's a great guy, Jason. He certainly is. He's quite funny as well. Matthew says, didn't realise Dave walked away after the fought.
Did I?
I can't wait to check this out.
I can't wait to watch it, mate. I'll
We've
be
got
watching it
about
after
15
this.
minutes left of the show. I'm gonna have a check this as soon as I have a look. Oh my word! I'm gonna have a look at this.
Oh, you should get it up. You should get it up. You should clip it and get it up.
Yeah,
Well, it's on. I wonder if Jason will download his stream and just make an edit clip of that.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's going
to.
Yeah.
He might send it to Paul and say, God, you can play that on Tuesday on the fan forum.
I'll watch it.
You'll have to play on the Four Horsemen next week as well, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You'll have to Oh, my God. I'm really looking forward to this. So, 1 hour, 8 minutes, you said it, Chivers.
Yeah, 1 hour, 8 minutes and 33 seconds is when it happens, but I would put 1 hour 8 on just so you can.
Okay, I will. Was it that loud as well?
Yes, it just was. It was like.
Oh my God!
Because everything was all quiet. Because I think I was having a drink.
Oh my God!
Great.
Dave
Watching
Harrison
this,
was like,
Jason, I'm gonna. What?
Dave Harrison was like, you could have still muted your mic, though. You know, he wasn't on it, but we told him what happened.
Yeah, Dave was on as well. Dublin Magpie. He's funny him as well. When he said "dirty bitch" on Paul's fan forum, that was hilarious.
Well, he said the night before he went off. He said
he looks exactly like True Jory, but smaller and with a weird hairline.
You think so?
He does.
Matthew's just apparently watched it. Chippers and Jason bursting out laughing.
Matthew Smith, don't ruin it.
Oh, I'm gonna wait. We've just got about just over 10 minutes left. So as soon as this is done, I'm gonna have a look at this.
You have to tell us, Peter, when you watched it.
Yeah, you got to DM us.
Oh yes, I think I'll do that. Watch it and just think.
But then then level 7 was like, oh, it smells of garlic, and I was like, oh man.
Seriously?
He was like, it smelled like the garlic bread from earlier.
Oh, God almighty. He's a cracker at level there, dude.
Are you crying?
No.
Peter is.
Anyway.
Peter's crying, look. Peter's crying.
God, yeah. Right, I'm thinking, oh my God. I need to check this out. Matthew said someone needs to make a compilation of level 7's funny moments. I think that would be a bad idea. The feast on my shore. He's signing who we would like to take.
No, the best one was when me and Sam were there. He was fighting with Steven.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
We won Jason's show, right? And obviously, do you remember when that Alwilly couldn't get home from Brighton? Obviously, Stephen came on and they were yapping on and they were literally like going at it like, and the three of us were just sitting there like going, like, because them two were calling each other like arseholes and shit like that. It was
wow.
I think they're arguing because level 7 thought it was cool that Alaweed got a free ticket because he's Saudi Arabia, and then Steven's like, why the fuck does he get a free ticket just because he's Saudi?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I watched that so many times. That was hilarious.
Wow. How long ago was that? Did you say, Chivers?
Which one? That one? It was the Brighton game.
Well, just gone. The 1-1.
Yeah, because he did a watch along for it, and we went straight on after the watch along. So
yeah.
He was like, I can't stand level 7 was like, I can't stand jealous bastards, I'm going off and all that, and like me, Ryan and Jason were just sitting here like with popcorn. I was like, I can't believe what I'm listening to here.
Oh wow, hi.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Jesus.
I just wanted more for them to fight.
Yeah, also Alex.
Yeah, big up Arsenal, Alex, man.
Hi everyone, big up Lucan. Hope you're doing well. Lee says this season's FA Cup is the 150th. Hopefully, we don't see a repeat of the 98 against Arsenal or 99 against Man United. where we lost in the final.
I like to see a repeat, but I would like to see us win the final instead.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's going to work.
Mark says just watched it of Davey on level 7. I'll be watching that as soon as this show's done.
Yeah, I'll be watching that.
I need
Keep going.
I can't listen to it with the StreamYard
Keep
audio.
it too.
Oh, as soon as this is done, I'll be on there checking that out.
9 more minutes.
Oh, my word. But we've got about 10 minutes left, so if you're enjoying the show, so please like it, subscribe if you're new, and if you would like to donate, Super Chat is available as well, so feel free. Well, that Joe Linton hasn't been in tonight, Chippers, if you've noticed.
Well, he was on Jason's.
Oh, was he?
He was saying he was wanting to come on level 7 and stuff like that. And
oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
He's wanting to do strictly come dancing with level 7 and stuff like that. And...
Jesus.
My word. We know it's not the real Joe Linton. I think it was someone called Zach, from what I remember.
Well, if it was, I'm sure you'll say something to him anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's none of the John and Joe Linton jokes anymore.
Oh, I'm still going to use them next Monday. I'll be changing them for John and Bianca instead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that he's got Bianca Westwood now. But I'll tell you what, on Saturday when we're at the game, we were walking as well. We're going to go in, and then there's this female, and she goes up to John. He says, "Oh, I know you."
No.
And then there's John doing his chat up as always, and straight away after the game, he did hang around.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, he's never on your fan cams at all. Like, does he hang out with you guys after the game, or does he just go straight home?
Well, he did after the Spurs game, but apparently he was going to meet somebody after the game.
What, do this?
Oh, God. Yeah.
She must have been in his Ibis hotel, was she?
Oh, God.
Yay!
But, my word, it was a great laugh yesterday. Well, particularly Archer with his.
Did he have his white? Did John have his ET white hoodie on as well?
No, he didn't have that one on.
My God, I couldn't believe that when he did that live stream with that on. Unbelievable, man.
Yes, I see.
He literally looked like ET. He literally looked like ET.
Oh my God, yeah. He looked like an alien, yeah.
Tell you what, his stream with Warren Barton was really good, though, to get him on.
Well,
yeah.
I'll have to watch it because I was at work. I was on mates that Thursday. I might watch it tomorrow.
He got Warren Barton on his stream, and Baz, when World of Sport TV, he managed to get Les Ferdinand on, which was really good as well.
I've seen the Les Ferdinand one. But apparently, Warren Barton's John's guy, is he?
Oh, Lee says, E.T. Bristol home.
I never knew Warren Barton lived in San Diego or somewhere in the U.S.
Yeah, he lives in America anyway.
He's in America now.
Living in America.
Yeah, everyone he's really enjoying over there, but yeah.
It's like Steven Taylor. He's in Abu Dhabi.
Is that where he is now?
Well, I saw his his podcast he did with Sam and John from Newcastle Fans TV, or Johnny.
Oh, he looks like he'd be on the sunbeds.
They managed to get him on.
Warren Barton sent apart and corner Lee.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so Sam, it's on an hour 8 and 30 seconds?
Yes, I'll put an hour on it so you'll get the full one.
Okay, because I'm trying to listen up, but I can't even hear. I gotta watch it after.
Archer's just said, just been on Jason's channel at level 70 has just had a way for. I'm surprised he's not shit his pants yet.
I said to him, do you not shit yourself? You would come and check me pants.
Oh my God.
Really?
You know, apparently Billy's son loves level 7.
Lee says, Peter, you should get a former player on the channel. Who would you get on? Wow.
Peter Lovecraft.
I'm sure.
Kraft. Get him on the current.
Absolutely no.
On the other
Chippers.
Peter will get my cash on the channel.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. I wonder how. You probably got to give him a message on Twitter or something like that to see if you fancy coming on the.
I think Steve Wraith and Newcastle Fans TV are like the ones that get like the big ones on.
Yeah, they do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I think
Newcastle Fan TV. They've had Shearer on.
That's how I first remembered you, Pierre, because I remember you were on their channel like a few years ago, or like years and years ago.
Oh, did you moonlight on that channel as well?
Didn't you and Sharky like work with them for a bit?
Sharky used to be part of them. I've never been part of them, but I've been on their videos.
Yeah,
but I've never been just part of them.
Have you ever had Magpie come on your channel before? Magpie,
the Magpie channel.
Yeah,
he's been on the Magpie channel. I've seen Peter on it.
I've been on their videos as well. So
yeah, I remember.
Really as well. I don't think Rennie was at the game yesterday because he's down in Southampton.
Yeah, I think. Oh my
Nobby Solano, what a player he was!
Solano lives in Colombia. He lives back in Peru. It'd be hard for times and that.
Yeah, I know that. Cracking player he was. Or at least just get Rob Lee on.
I got Keith Gillespie follows me on Twitter. Does he not follow you?
Yeah.
I know I follow him on Instagram, on Twitter, but I'm not sure if he's following me. I'll have to double check. Lisa Shockey used to be part of Newcastle Fans TV, but when he went on and focused on his own channel, that's right.
My first memory of Newcastle Fans TV, I think, was when we lost 5-0 at Chelsea. No, 5-1, I think, to Chelsea, and I remember Lee broke his TV remote.
Oh, I remember that. Tidy says, Mike Williamson, if you go to the Gator games.
Well, you got Yorkshire on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be at the game yet. I'm not entirely too sure. I'll see first. I don't know yet. And what time's the kick off in that game?
I think it's 7:45 or something like that.
Well, actually, I don't think I'll be able to go there because I've got I'm on Barry's show, the Premier League Roundup every Tuesday as well.
I think they're playing Blythe Spartans as well.
Yeah, I know they are Boxing Day and just after New Year as well.
We're halfway. Is Blythe Spartan from you?
No,
Boxing
Day.
Blythe is just it's your neck of the woods there, Chivers, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes away from it. 15.
It's just kind of up the motorway.
How do you even get the Blythe Spartans anyway? How do you even get there?
You get the bus. Just the bus mostly. I think that takes you there if you use public transport. Lee says, remember watching a young Lawrence on Newcastle Fans TV? Yes, I remember. He's still got his own channel, the Geordie View as well. So go and check him out if you would like. Feel free to. We've just got about just under 2 minutes left of the show. As soon as I finish, I will check out Jason's channel. What was it? 1 hour 8, did you say, Chivers?
Yeah, 1 hour 8.
Yeah, 1 hour 8. And you not put a timestamp on so people will know what it is?
Well, I'm not too sure. You might.
I don't know how to do timestamps.
Message Jason on Twitter and he'll probably send you the link.
I'll probably end up finding out if I go and check out his.
I'll check it out after this too.
Oh,
we've got a minute left anyway. 1 minute left.
Well, just over a minute. Yes. So.
You know what? I'm going to go on Paul's channel, look for that Sheffield fan forums because I want to see level 7. I want to see everything. Yeah.
He really cracks people if he certainly does that, doesn't he? Baz, I called it's not his comments. Baz thinks Blythe's a shithole. Baz says, ever beat a Blythe Butchers before?
There's actually Butchers in Blythe, but it's not called that. It's called Liam's Butchers or something, or it's called something else.
Get Mark Viduka on your channel.
Mark Viduka.
He was a quality player back in the day.
It was good for Leeds. I didn't really rate him in Newcastle much, I must admit.
We'll get Rio Ferdinand on this channel.
No.
Who?
Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand. Wow. Oh my word!
I think the best I want to see is not even an ex-player. I just want to see Simon Jordan on one of these channels.
Yeah.
I know Paul's called him out a few times to come on.
Yeah. Well, then, guys, we've gone 2 hours, so we'll end it there, and I'll go and check out Jason's video. So, anyways, thank you very much. But thanks very much, guys, for coming in.
Yeah.
Chippers, good to see you.
Good night.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, good to see you. Hope to see you on the next one. Ryan, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks.
Good to see you. Hope to see you again. Luca, thank you very much for dropping in tonight.
Yeah,
As well. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe to This Is Luca's Life. He is an Arsenal fan. He just covers a lot of Arsenal games, but he also likes to do day out vlogs when you go to places. I've seen as well.
Of course. Yeah, well, I'm planning.
Why not? That's a good idea.
My next day of vlog I'm planning to do is come down to Newcastle because I want to go visit St James's Park. It's a ground what I really want to do. So
nice one. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That we could always meet up.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not, man?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Luca, and I'll catch you later on.
Yeah, take care, man. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
See you later. See you, man. Well, then, that's it all for tonight, guys. We'll just we've got one comment. I get Michael Owen on the channel with level 17. Oh, wow. My word. But anyway, guys, thank you very much. Again, it's been another cracking show, as always, particularly Chippers at the end coming out that apparently level 17 released the gasworks on Jason's show. Luca says, great show. Thank you very much again for Luca for coming in. But thank you very much, guys, for tonight. We just got a couple of us says, Paul Tune Down Under, PD, love your work. Cheers, man. Really appreciate it. Excellent stream. Thanks very much, Baz. But again, it's been great. Thank you very much, guys. I will be on Paul's channel, the Tune Review, tomorrow for the Rumour Mill, discussing the players who we could possibly be linked with, going through their stats as well to see would we take them at the club. So it'll be another good show tomorrow. So again, cheers very much, guys, again for tonight. Please don't forget to drop your comments in as well when this does fully come out. And please subscribe if you haven't checked me out before. We'll restart to build this channel up a lot more now. So let's continue to do this. Please hit that subscribe button. Really, really appreciate if you could do that as well. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I'm off to have a laugh in a moment while I check out Jason's show. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. See you all later. Take care.